guys, Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJams.com. Really excited that we have the amazing Oz Noy visiting us today. And he's going to give you guys a quick little lesson, aren't you?
I am.
Cool. Oh, also real quick, you want to check out Oz's music. He's phenomenal. You'll love it. It's in the link down there below this box. He's got 6 different albums to check out, and I hope you do it. So, enough of that. Let's zoom in and learn some stuff.
Okay, so let me explain what I've done. I just improvised on E flat, on an E chord, yeah, E7 chord. So, the basic thing is to see the chord on the neck. So, this is an E7 chord, a famous funk chord, and this is, it could be also an E7 sharp 9 chord. It kind of depends what you're going for. Okay, so now there's all these little shapes around here that you can use, yeah. So there's this thing, and there's this thing. Correct? So that's that. Then there's these notes that are always funky, the 7 to the 1. The James Brown thing. And then in octave down, same thing. Okay, so those are the main kind of shapes around this chord, or this chord really, it's the same. Now, there's a couple of things around here that are very useful. So if this is a E7, sorry, then there's the 2 flat 3 and the 3 here. So if you play this chord, you just can go, and then there's a 7 here. So. And then there's the 4 here, so you have this shape also here. So the 4 go to the 3. So all those things, if you have them, if you just kind of have an idea of where they are and you know them and you have control over those chords, you can really improvise with this. Okay, so now what I just did at the end here, this thing. That's another thing that's happening here. It's just I guess 5 and 3 here. It's just double stop out of the E chord. The blues thing. So you can use that also as a funk thing. So there's plenty of opportunities here just around this chord, really, you know? And then all you need to do is you just need to kind of know where everything is and just pretty much go for it in a rhythmical kind of way. So now the same goes for around here, although the lower you get on the neck, it gets less funky because it's more muddy sounding. So you're never going to hear a funk guitar plays this. That's not funky, but this is funky. So, but there's still open strings and a couple of shapes here that you can use. So if this is an E7 chord here, then the low end of it is not really useful. But this, if this is an E7 here, then it's the same kind of idea where you see what's happening here, around here. So there's this, and then there's those shapes here where if you have an E, you have this shape. This is... Okay, so you have this, and then you have those double stops here. It's kind of Earth, Wind and Fire kind of stuff. And then the 7 here is cool. Anything below this, like, it's gotta, unless you're playing alone, it's just like it gets to be too muddy with a band. So, you know, this is one aspect of it, this area, then this area, those chords, this area is all this stuff, this area is this. And then the last thing is, you know, if you want to go high, always the octave can always be funky. And then the cool thing that people do sometimes, you take the octave and you actually take the second note, you know, so you can actually make it like you can actually put a chord on the octave here. Sorry for the tuning.
You're fine.
Yeah. So, you know, that's pretty much the idea it's basically, you have the chord as an anchor, and then you have all those little intervals around it, and you play with that. So there's two aspects to funk playing that are really important. And the most important thing is funk guitar is not supposed to sound big. It's supposed to be funky, and it doesn't sound big. It's not this. It's this. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of mutings that's happening mostly in the left hand, I would say, but some in the right hand. I'll talk about the right hand in a minute. But so again, it's really important wherever shape you're at to be aware of what you're muting and what you're playing, because that's where the funk is at. Like. That's really important, and that makes it a lot less muddy too, because if you were to play, it's okay, but could turn into be a disaster in the wrong situation.
Did you sound that way when you first tried?
No. It took me a minute. You have to listen to the records. Like like somebody that does this stuff really great is kind of famous for this, Nile Rodgers, and he talks about the muting part of it a lot. And then if you hear records, like Earth, Wind and Fire got really great rhythm parts, you hear that it's small parts, but they're really funky. James Brown stuff, all that stuff, like all that kind of, I'm trying to think about. It's very tight. It's not the, it's not this, it's this. And a lot of the muting thing happened on the left hand. So that's where the funk is, from what I know of. Now, the other part is the right hand. And the important thing about the right hand for me is that, first of all, whenever you practice any of this kind of stuff, practice with a metronome. Because the other aspect of funk is the actual time, the pocket that you play in. And the better your pocket and your time is, the better you're going to sound, and the more people will like you and, will feel it, So I would say that one key is, you see that when I play rhythm guitar, I always go up and down. So if this is the tempo, 1, 2, 3, so I'll play this. But I'll miss some notes, so I can basically say, if I'll do it in the air, I keep doing it in the air. See, the hand just keeps going like this, and you kind of accent what you want with the right hand. So that's the other thing that will keep you in rhythm also. Your pocket is going to be good because you're just going to keep going up and down. So you're not going to lose the rhythm. And that's it, really.
That was great. Wrap it up by playing the concepts again,
Okay.
Yeah, just jam it out one more time.
Okay.
Don't mind. Oh, man. Dude, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, great teaching. I hope people dig it.
I hope so, too.
Yeah. And also, be sure to check out Oz's music in the link down there below this box. And just, thanks for giving us your time here.
Sure.
I'm sure a lot of
My pleasure.
guitar players out there appreciate it. All right?
Thank you.
Check him out. See you guys later.